Hi there, my name is Joanna Joy, and I'm really happy to be bringing this shamanic forecast to you for August 2025. And so this is a bit of a new project for me, but my shamanic allies and guides have been saying to me, you need to, bring some information through, channel some information through that might help people to navigate on a monthly basis with some shamanic information and wisdom. So I'm a shamanic practitioner and teacher. I teach people all sorts of shamanic practices, skills, knowledge. And I also channel from spirit. I'm an intuitive channeler. And my shamanic guides and allies are coming through all the time in my work, bringing forward not just healing, but also information that will help us to navigate life. And I think it's fair to say life's pretty busy at the minute. You know, that we're on quite a roller coaster ride, aren't we? So I'm going to be bringing these transmissions through to you monthly. And we're starting today for the beginning of August 2025. And so when I channel, I normally cover my eyes. I put a mask on because I find it a lot easier to see with my third eye. So I'm going to do that now. And I also always set an intention when I'm doing shamanic work for what I'm asking for. What am I asking for healing? Am I asking for information? And so I'm going to be setting an intention 3 times at the beginning to just, open the space for the kind of information that wants to come through and that we are going to find helpful. So I'm going to take my glasses off and put my fluffy cat mask on. Okay, so my intention is to take a shamanic journey, to call upon my shamanic allies and guides to come and bring us whatever information will be beneficial, that will help us to navigate the month of August 2025. My intention is to take a shamanic journey, to call upon my shamanic allies and guides to bring through whatever information and healing will be helpful for us as a human collective to navigate the month of August 2025. My intention is to take a shamanic journey, to call upon my shamanic guides and allies to come and bring us whatever information or healing we need to navigate August 2025 in as graceful and beautiful way as we possibly can. This is my intention for this journey. Okay, so the first thing that I can see is a flower opening. It's like I don't quite know what kind of flower it is, but it looks a bit like a magnolia, actually. It's like a white, quite big flower with quite big petals, and it's just opening. Tell me about this opening flower. All right, this is where humanity is at this time. We're at the point of just opening up the petals of our own beauty, of our own abundance, that we can feel so much turbulence happening around us. But in reality, what's happening is our own flower, the flower that is us, the flower that is our own soul and our own experience and our own existence, is just gently starting to open. Okay, thank you. What else can you tell me about this, please? This is the blossoming of humanity. We're at the very beginning of the blossoming of humanity. Humanity has gone through a long phase of darkness, of challenge, of despair. And we wish to bring you this image as an image of hope, as an image of purification, that this beautiful flower had to start off as a seed in the darkness, a seed in the earth, squashed, pressed in all around by the earth. And this little seed sprouted, made its way through, finally out into the sunshine. But still, it was just a seedling. It had to grow as a tree before it could blossom properly. And so much growth was required, and so many challenges had to be met. So much adversity had to be survived through to bring us to the point that we are at today, which is the moment of blossoming. And so as a human collective, this is the moment of almost like rebirth, where we can start to see the beauty from all of the challenges that we've been through. Okay, thank you, allies. What else do you have to show me or tell me? This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And it's not all going to come at once. Right, I have an elephant. I have an elephant coming in. Elephant is the power animal who comes to bring through healing and information for the matriarchal ancestral lines. So that's our mother's lineage through our ancestral, our family tree. And I can see the elephant, she's sucking water up in her trunk, and she's putting her trunk over her head and squirting herself with all this water to clean herself. And this is about the cleansing and the purification of our matriarchal ancestral lineages. And so I welcome you, elephant, to come and bring this blessing of purification to the matriarchal ancestral lineages of humanity who are on the earth at this time. You know, we carry so much pain, trauma, baggage for our ancestors. And we're at a time in human history where we are being strongly invited to resolve those traumas, to release that pain, and to bring our ancestors to peace so that we can evolve, so that we can be lighter and brighter in our own human evolution. You know, if we are carrying all of the shadows and the pain and the baggage for our unresolved ancestors, we can't expand and shine. We can't achieve our greatest potential because we're burdened by all of this pain and trauma that's not even ours. And so as elephant's washing herself with all of this water, what she's doing is she's cleansing the matriarchal ancestral lines of your ancestral lineage, of your family tree, so that we can be purified and cleansed, so that we can release all of that pain and release all of that baggage and release all of that trauma and move into this next stage of humanity, lighter and brighter. Thank you, elephant. Okay, now I have lion. I thought lion would probably come in at this point. Lion is the power animal who comes to bring healing to the patriarchal ancestral line. And this is a male lion. He has a big mane and he's padding in like this. And he's roaring. The way that lion brings purification to the masculine, the patriarchal ancestral lineage, is to roar. And so his powerful vibration of sound frequency is is cleansing and purifying the masculine, the patriarchal lineage of your ancestral lines, of your family tree. And so we have here elephant and lion coming to cleanse and purify and release old patterns, shadows, baggage, just unhelpful pain and trauma, conditioning, programming, all sorts of unhelpful stuff that has been passed down to you through your ancestral lines. And it's not even yours. It's not even yours. You can let it go now. You can release it. Allow the elephant to wash you clean and all of your matriarchal lineage, and allow the lion to roar his powerful sound healing through your patriarchal ancestral lines to cleanse and purify and banish all of that darkness. Okay, thank you, lion. Thank you, elephant, for coming and bringing this ancestral healing to us today. Okay, so they're talking to me about how there are huge fluctuations, huge energy waves and energy fluctuations happening on our planet at this time. So you may be aware of the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance is the electromagnetic field of the planet. It can be measured. It is measured. It's monitored all the time. And normally, I say normally, kind of let's say 2020, the Schumann resonance was at a pretty consistent 7 to 8 hertz all the time. And it pulses very gently like this. But in the last 5 years, we've been having huge waves up and down in the Schumann resonance, big spikes, and also gaps where the resonance completely just stops and disappears for periods of time, sometimes quite short and sometimes more extended periods of time. And in the last few months, and particularly in the last few weeks, man, the Schumann resonance has been going absolutely bonkers. And so what elephant and lion are telling me is that these huge waves of frequency that we are experiencing through this these huge fluctuations in Earth's magnetic field, what they're doing is they are washing us clean. This is the kind of, the scientific way, if you like, of interpreting elephant rinsing herself off with the water, lion roaring his roar through the ancestral lines, right? These huge energy waves that are coming through, that are washing over the planet, but they're not coming from the planet. We're actually going through huge stormy space weather, which is affecting both the sun, our sun, and also the Earth and all of the planets in our solar system. And these big waves of energy are coming from the galactic center. And so it's very turbulent. All of the celestial bodies in our solar system are experiencing huge turbulence at this time. And so one of the effects of this is to wash through our ancestral lines and to cleanse and purify them. Okay, so now I'm being asked to invite you all, us all, to release any of our ancestors who have been stuck in their pain and their trauma patterns, and invite them to cross over to the light. Because this is one of the very important processes that we're going through on Earth at this time. Is Earth has been very clogged up with spirits of the dead, spirits of deceased humans, because in many cultures, the practice of caring for the souls of the dead has been lost. It's been wiped out. It's been eradicated, actually. But the knowledge and the practice of these old ways of caring for the souls of the dead are coming back to us now, are having a renaissance. There is a rebirthing of this knowledge and this practice. And so the invitation here is to invite your own ghost ancestors, those ancestors who are trapped on this earthly plane, who have been earthbound for possibly generations, possibly many, many generations, to cross over to the light, to cross over to source, where they will be plugged back into universal frequency, and where they will become luminous, compassionate, loving, healed ancestors who will be your best allies. They are such powerful, powerful allies for us as we walk this earth, remembering that when our ghost ancestors transition to the light and become luminous ancestors, we have an amazing spiritual team on our side, and they love us so much, and they're so loyal to us because we're of their bloodline, that we just have a huge army of help, of wisdom, of guidance, protection, and just massive, massive amounts of love flowing through those ancestral lines. When there is damage done to the ancestral lines, when there is great trauma, great tragedy, great pain experienced by our ancestors when they were alive, this damages the ancestral lineage. It's like the family tree gets hacked, with somebody who's got an axe and is just chopping and hacking. There's a lot of damage that happens to the ancestral structure. And when we bring our ancestors to peace and we help to cross them over to the light, there is great healing that happens on the ancestral tree through our ancestral lineages, up through the branches of the living ancestors, down through the roots of the deceased ancestors. And so really what we're being invited to step into here is great healing for our family tree, both those members of your living family as well as the members of your deceased family who have been trapped on the earth realm, unable to cross over because of their traumas and their painful experiences when they were alive, or possibly in the way that they died. And so I'm asking for all of the luminous ancestors of humanity to open up the rainbow bridge, to open up the stairway to heaven, to open up the tunnel of light. And we invite all of our ghost ancestors who have been caught, trapped on this earth plane for however long. Now is your time to cross over. Now is your time to transition to the light so that you can become strong protectors for us humans still trying to do this crazy earth walk, this strange dance of humanity on the earth plane in these tumultuous and chaotic times. Please, we need your help. Please, we need your guidance. We need your strength. We need your wisdom. We need your experience. We need your protection. And so we invite you now to transition across to source so that you may be plugged in once more into the light, into the creative force, into our great creator, however you perceive that force and energy to be. And from that place, you can help us, guide us, protect us, assist us in so many powerful ways. And so we make this invitation to you now. This is such powerful work to do for humanity at this time, because we have been caught in hundreds, if not thousands of years of human trauma and tragedy. Great darkness and great evil has captured the human journey. And in releasing and assisting our ghost ancestors to cross over to the light, we assist all humans on this earth because we all go back to original ancestors. We all root back to a handful of ancient ancestors. And so the more of us that do this work for our ancestral lines, and the further back we take this work to reach into our ancient bloodlines, our ancient history, you know, the more people on the planet that can do this for their culture, their race, their lineage, their religion, their ethnicity, you know, the more of us that come together to do this work, the more we can reach into old and ancient tribal rivalries, old and ancient conflicts that we see playing out in our world today. You know, these wars and conflicts and just cultures, religions, nations batting their heads against each other. You know, all of these conflicts, they're not just born from problems in today's societies. They have roots back into ancient conflicts. And if enough of us do this work to heal our ancestral lines, the reasons for those conflicts disappear. And so the invitation for August 2025 is to start healing your ancestral lineage, to start healing your family tree. Because we exist as human families within a family forest. Our one family tree is one tree in a forest of human family trees. And all of those family trees are connected. We all share the same realm. We all share the same experience of what it is to be human on this earth. And we have different experiences of the forest because we might be in different places and we might have different views and we might have different creatures that come and sit in our branches or nestle at our roots. But we're still part of the same human family forest. And we are interdependent upon one another. We are interconnected with one another. Our overall health as a human family on this planet is directly related to the overall health of everybody on the planet, every nation, every culture, every race, every creed. And so the invitation here is to send this healing that's being offered to us today back through, all the way back through your ancient family lineage, to bring peace to your ancient ancestors and your recent ancestors, to heal these family lines, to heal these family trees, so that we can once more be a healthy and vibrant family forest of humanity. Okay, my allies, my guides, is there anything else that you wish to share with us, show us, bring us today, please? Right, I have an owl. I have an owl who's perching in the branches of the family tree, your family tree, my family tree. Every tree in the forest, in fact, every tree has its own owl. Hello, owl. What have you come to share with us, please? Okay, so this owl is coming to offer us a gift of soul energy back to the family tree. If our ancestors have experienced the loss of their own soul frequency, parts of their soul have broken off and left or gone or been taken because of the traumas and because of the painful experiences that they may have had in life or in death, owl is bringing those pieces of family soul back to the family tree. And I can see owl now sitting in a hollow, like in a hole. You know how owls like to actually live in the trunk of the tree, don't they? That's where they sleep. That's where they rest during the day. And I can see owl sitting in the hollow, bringing that soul energy back into your family tree, my family tree, all of our family trees who are listening to this transmission, who are choosing to receive this healing. It's so important that we reclaim and receive the soul frequency back into our ancestral lineage, because our soul force gives us power. It gives us, it helps us to remember who we are. It brings back our true vital essence. It brings us back our true power. And humanity needs to reclaim its true power in these times, because we have had our power stripped for many, many, many generations. And it's time to bring that power back, to reclaim that power and to restore the vitality to our family trees. You know, what I can see is that there are some trees that have had so much of their vital essence, so much of their soul essence and their soul frequency stripped out, that they are almost dead. They're like leafless, lifeless, haggard trees on the edge of the forest that have got a tiny bit of life left in them, but not much. And so as Owl comes to bring that soul force back to the family tree, this energy is going to spread through the tree, up into the branches, down into the roots, and bring life back to all of our trees, to bring life back to the family forest, to bring life back to the forest of humanity. That is our work for this month. Thank you, Al, for bringing this gift of soul force back to our family trees, back to our ancestral lineages, back to this forest of human ancestral existence. Is there anything else that you have for us today, please? No, that's all. That's enough. Okay. Thank you for this healing. Thank you for this information. Thank you for this transmission. Oh. Okay, right then. Straight in with the big stuff, straight in with the deep stuff. I thought that these transmissions would be more kind of information, but we're going straight in with deep, deep healing there. So I hope that this has been a beautiful experience for you. I hope that you have received this healing if it feels right for you. And yeah, August is all about healing our ancestral lines. And so I'm going to leave you with that for today. I would just like to let you know that if you would like to have your own personal reading for you and you alone, then I do personal readings, shamanic readings for people. I also do one-to-one shamanic healing sessions with people. And I also run shamanic courses, online training and memberships. And I have currently enrollment open for my 3-year Shamanic Practitioner online training, which is a 3-year apprenticeship in learning how to be a shamanic practitioner. So if you're interested in that, I will put all of the links for all of those things that I've just mentioned down in the info box below. And so you can check all of that out. And if any of that is of interest to you, then yeah, you can book in or sign up or send me an email or whatever you would like to do. I'll put all of that info in the box below. Sending you all a lot of love and wishing you all the best blessings of love, truth, freedom, and healing for August 2025. Bye.